And it's good to be with you folks. I'm meteorologist Tom Kvika, and we're going to talk weather for a bit. Right now, it turned out to be a beautiful day. We're seeing some high clouds increasing after a good night of sunshine during the day, and of course, a little fog in places this morning. We're 79, nice and warm still. 54, the dew point. There's a little chill power in the atmosphere last night, and it got cooler than I expected last night, probably about 5 degrees cooler. I think we'll go in the mid 50s for tonight. Not much wind to speak of right now. And then going into Gina, seeing some clouds as well. A few cumulus clouds floating around. We've got 78 degrees over in Gina. And hello to all you folks up in that direction in northeast Louisiana and eastern Louisiana. Let's look at the radar situation. Nothing's showing up right now. This is false return. Some thunderstorms around Lufkin and Nacogdoches. Of course, we will put that into motion, kind of see where it's going over about the past half hour. There's a slow kind of east-southeast drift to that, and I don't think it's going to really affect our area. I think it will kind of play out with the loss of daytime heating. So that would be good news. Some of those storms may have a little bit of a hail core to them. I also wanted to show you, kind of draw in where I think the front is right now. I think it's coming in from about Dodson into about Olla, and then down toward Faraday Vidalia area right there is my kind of location of where I think the front is. So it's just kind of parked in the backyard. It is cooler up in Monroe than it is down here. They're in the 70s right now, and we're still seeing some readings in the mixing some upper 70s and some lower 80s here across the area. And looking at the satellite and radar, this analysis I think has a front a little bit too far to the south. My analysis was more up in this direction. But you get the idea as you look off to the west that we're seeing a lot of moisture in the high and mid levels of the atmosphere. And so that is coming in ahead of this system that's crashing on shore there in the Pacific West here for today. Now, lows tonight, let's get this hyperlocal stuff done. 47 is where we should be for this time of year. Once again, it will be warmer than normal. I think we'll range through the 50s, about 50 to 60 degrees across central Louisiana. You can pick out somewhere near your destination and see a number that I've got here and kind of judge just, well, I'm usually cooler than what Kvika says, or I'm a little bit warmer, and you can go get your own personal forecast that way. Record, by the way, 25. Yes, it is March, but it can still freeze solidly here in Cenla. Let's go into your highs on Thursday. Normally we see 68. We'll be well above that, but not as warm as today, I think, in most locations. I'm forecasting an average of about 79, ranging from 76 to 82 across the area. And again, as it warms up, this warm air is able to hold more moisture, and then that sets the table for some severe weather on Friday as an energetic system moves through the area. Thursday rainfall pattern, not much to deal with here. I got mostly 10%, but there's a little area across portions of Beauregard, Vernon, Sabine, and Natchitoches parishes where I'll go 20 cents with you up there in those directions. PM timing. If you get any rain Thursday, a quarter inch or less. Looking ahead though for Wednesday, nothing really happening here in Cenla for today. We had a little fog early, turned out to be a beautiful day afterwards, but a sharp disturbance there in the west that is heading this way. Remember, that is energy that changes weather, and so if I'm a roller coaster cart and I'm following this, you can feel the acceleration there. If you're on a roller coaster, same way in the atmosphere. If you're a little individual unit of air called an air parcel, you feel that ride. And it, again, introduces forces and it changes weather through the laws of physics. By Thursday, we will see rain breaking out, some thunderstorms, possibly severe to the west of us, but it's going to hold off here with those very low rain chances. Not much going to happen here Thursday. Friday, though, we'll see that energetic flow right overhead. The forcing will be right over us. This will coax moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be pretty good moisture. There'll be instability. There'll be lifting the atmosphere. All the ingredients are there for some type of severe weather. And so with that, we do have a risk coming in from the Storm Prediction Center. This is a slight risk from them. On their scale, it's a 2 out of 5 risk there across a broad area from north central and northeast Texas all the way down just above the Houston area and into southern Mississippi and south, looks like Alabama and the Florida Panhandle over in that direction. So severe threats here, kind of outlining it for you. Overall, we have the limited threat here across the area. Flood threat, very low. I think wind and hail are pretty close to even tornado threat. So all modes of severe weather on the table for this next upcoming event. Severe weather forecast, then what to expect here in Central Louisiana. Well, I think the timing is going to be Friday and Friday night. Now, the overall risk within 25 miles of any point is about 15%. Of course, you got three contributors to that. The thunderstorm risk, which comprises a 60-mile-per-hour gust or more. If it's lower than that, it won't count in this percentage. About 5 to 10%. Quarter-size hail or larger, about 5%, and there's a 2 to 5% risk of any tornado of any strength there coming in at within 25 miles of a point. Peak rainfall in Sanaa could reach 2 to 3 inches in this situation, and that's what we think right now. Tomorrow we'll get another set of data, get closer to the event. Usually your forecast is more accurate if you use kind of a physics approach to the atmosphere and our models than some kind of climatology approach or something like that. But we'll update you. Nick will update you tomorrow morning. I'll see you again tomorrow evening. So going into your 7-day numbers, 10% in the PM tomorrow for an average across the area. A 100% Friday. I think everybody gets wet Friday. You'll get something Friday. There's your severe weather risk. We kind of talked about that and outlined that just a minute ago. And the front will come through with the upper level system. So as it does, we'll see a change toward cooler conditions for your weekend. So after an active Friday, Saturday and Sunday for your weekend is looking cooler, and we start paying attention to some of these low temperatures for Sunday, 42 average, and then 39 on Monday. That looks like the chilliest morning, and that leaves room for some of the colder readings in the mid-30s. Other readings will stay about 40 or a little bit higher than that, and we're still working on that. I did downgrade and lower these minimum temperatures just a tad over what I was saying from previous forecasts, so some information coming in a little bit cooler during that time frame. But right now it seems like we'll stay safely above the freezing mark there just about everywhere in Cenla during those Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday mornings. And then temperatures start to moderate in advance of the next system. By Wednesday, we'll see temperatures 10 degrees warmer Wednesday morning, hit the upper 70s, maybe an 80 for a few folks there that day. And I'm introducing 20 cents worth in the rain counter, rain bucket there on Tuesday, for Wednesday of next week. That's all I've got so far. And again, Nick Mickus and I will both update you tomorrow on the severe weather risk as well as your forecast for the weekend and beyond. He'll do it in the morning, and I'll